Hey son, I'm doing this video right here to show you a couple things about two rifles. You probably won't shoot them very often, but one's a 1903A3 Springfield and the other is M1 Garand. The 1903 Springfield is just pretty much a straightforward bolt action rifle with a feature of putting a bayonet on the end of it and a magazine cut off right here. So just to talk about this rifle, it's got adjustable peep sights on the rear. You just slide it up like this to go to whatever position you want. It's adjustable for windage right here. It has the magazine cut off that I was telling you about. We'll talk about that in just a second. And then this is your safety on the bolt, rear of the bolt. And this is your bolt handle. It's actually the firing pin, the other end of the firing pin. When it says ready, that means it's fire. You flip it over on the other side, it says safe. So obviously you know the difference between safe and ready now. Alright, the magazine cutoff switch, when it's in the on position, that means that you can use your magazine here. You load your magazine 5 rounds via a stripper clip that goes into this guide right here. I don't have any. You just basically you would manually load this rifle by letting the cartridge sit on the face of the bolt and just push it down, and you would do the next 5 rounds like that. So what I want to show you is how the magazine cutoff works right there. And you also use it to remove the bolt. When you have the magazine cut off in the off position, what that allows you, it does not allow you to use the magazine. It stops the bolt ahead, and you would just single shot this rifle. I really didn't read up on why it's that way or not, but basically that's how you use it. I always leave it in the on position, but it's going to be up to you, whatever you want to do with it right there. So if you have it in the on position, you have the bolt drawn all the way back and it's empty, and you want to shut the bolt, you're going to have to actually push down on the magazine follower right there and go forward right there. So that's a pretty simple operation right there. Now, to take the bolt out of the rifle, to clean it, you also use the magazine cut off in the half position. Okay? You see how it's just pointing straight out? Now you can cock your bolt and slide it right out of the rifle to clean your rifle, to clean the bore of the rifle from this end, and you put it back in the same way it comes out. What that does, it pushes the magazine down where your bolt slides in and out. And once it's in cocked, you can put it into the on position. You can hold on to the end of the cocking indicator and slide it forward when you pull the trigger to release the pressure on it, or heck, you can dry fire it right there. But that's pretty much it on the 1903. It's a very nice rifle, very accurate. It has a mirror bore on this one right here. It was made in May of 1944 by Remington. This is a 4-groove barrel on this one. I got lucky on this one right here. It's actually in pristine, almost unfired condition. I got lucky on this one when I got it, because most of the late models had 2-groove barrels on them. I'm not real sure if that affects anything as far as accuracy goes. I'm sure it would help on velocity for less friction and all. I don't know, but I'm not sure why they did that. But this is a very nice rifle. It's a very good looking rifle. So that's pretty much the Springfield. It's easy to handle. It's straightforward. Let me put this out of the way. And now here's my favorite of all, my M1. This rifle here is it is a match grade rifle. It is it's a Springfield receiver, and let me get that out of there so we can do some things. This is the rifle here that will hurt you if you don't watch it. It's very simple to operate if you know how to do it, okay? It uses an Enbloc clip, not a magazine. These are clips right here. You simply load it. You'll see there's a little groove cut, and that's where this goes in right there. Now you just don't push it in. There's something you got to do. You got to put the pad of your hand up against the front face of the bolt operating rod, push it back, and then you push down until the magazine locks all the way, and then you slap the bolt forward. This rifle is ready to fire right now. It can shoot 8 rounds, and when the 8th round is shot, it will eject this clip right here. This was the way a lot of the enemy during World War II knew that you were empty. But some of our GIs were very smart and carried an empty clip and just threw it down on the ground. When the guy jumped up to shoot you, he got shot. So I'll show you how to load one of these magazines here. Alright, to empty the rifle, basically you cock it back with the bolt handle, take your front of your thumb, pull it back, it'll eject that. On the side there's a long bar with a flat lever. You push it and it ejects the magazine. And that's pretty simple right there. To now, if you're not careful here, you can get what's called M1 Garand thumb. Basically, you can lose your thumbnail right here. But basically, to shut your bolt, you got to put the pad of your hand back against the face of the operating rod, and this is the follower right here. It's really not a magazine follower, but it's actually the guide for the bullets. So you have to push down on that. Problem is, once you push down on that bolt releases and will go forward up against into the breech here. And if your thumb is right there, guess what happens? You could lose a thumbnail. So the safe way of doing this, put your hand right here. Right here. See that? Push back. Take your thumb and push down while you come forward slightly. Take your thumb out of the way, and then you just release it like that. And now your gun is empty. You can dry fire. This is pretty safe. This is your safety down here. And now it's safe. You push it forward. It's on fire when it's forward. Now, this is a very safe gun while it's on safety. That safety actually engages the hammer and locks the hammer down, so it can't go off. It has to be forward for it to shoot. And so you have your sights. This is left and right, and this is your windage. It's your elevation on this side. It's real simple takedown. I don't take this rifle down a lot because it's been glass bedded. It's like I said, it's in match grade condition right here. But to do it, always had it cocked with the bolt forward. You take the trigger guard and you pull at this point, sort of pull out and up. This is just sheet metal right here, stamping right here. Once that's out of the way, you just pull that out. You can clean this. Now you can separate this gun from the stock. Like I said, this one right here is glass bedded. Let me go ahead and remove it. There we go. And so it comes apart. It sort of hinges on this part right here. Alright? And you basically, I don't want you really taking the front end of this gas system off. The gas system needs to come off for you to remove the bolt and the operating rod out. The operating rod needs to have a little bit of movement in here, because you bring it partial the way back once you remove the operating rod spring by simply grabbing hold of the guide and pulling it forward and coming out with it. And you go back on in the same way. Alright? So that's as far as you need to go. Try never to pick up this rifle by this part here. Don't bump the gas system on this. It's free floating right in here. And this is locked to, this is glass bedded into this forearm band right here. And to reinstall it, you basically set it into that groove, lock it back down into place. You take your trigger housing assembly, and it just slides right into place, and you take it and you snap it into place, check it, you're good to go. That's pretty much this rifle right here. Very accurate rifle, and it's gorgeous too and all. So I'm gonna set this out of the way. Now this is the Enbloc magazine. It holds 8 rounds. Basically, you take them and you just to load this magazine, you sort of can it back like this at about a 45-degree angle and start staggering them like that. Now once they get to where they're full, you got to press them down in there, and I usually take my finger and push them down like that and slide the next one in there and put my finger on top of it, grab another one and do it the same way. And then on the last round, you basically put it right there and snap it into place. And I always give it one tap down like that on the face of this, on something solid or on your hand. Make sure they're all lined up. And so that's what it is. That's how you operate an M1 Garand and the 1903. Like I said, be safe with them, son. The 1903 you can clean from the rear like I always do. The M1, you either use a bore snake, and I really don't like those. They really don't clean as good as a rod, that brush and everything else. It's my opinion. Don't have any scientific fact, just what I've noticed. I have a brass rod for this rifle here, and it has a brass guide, muzzle guide, that you put on their muzzle, so you protect the front of your muzzle. There is no erosion on this rifle on the bore or in the chamber throat. This is a pristine rifle, and it is extremely accurate. So, son, have many, many years of safe, fun shooting with these rifles. Talk to you later. Bye.